Like, hey, check this out. Get my pipes cleaned.
Yeah, I was pining out a 22-year-old the other night. Check him out. I mean, I
don't. There's a lot of those kids coming in the room at the worst time.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z-Birds Idell. Today we had to do things a little bit different due to the old COVID-19, but we still wanted to bring you something because there's so much going on this week. Do me a favor, real quick, everybody. If you're out there, could you please hit the like button? If you didn't subscribe already, please hit subscribe. If you don't mind leaving a comment underneath, a thumbs up, anything, that'd really help us. All right, everybody. It looks like we got my main man, Johnny. COVID Rosado.
What's up? What's going on?
And my main man, my co-host, Moneyline Welsh. Moneyline, what up?
What's going on? Sholey doesn't know how to work a fucking computer.
No. Dude, real quick, I let everyone know, we got those Greenfield University shirts, sweatshirts. You can still buy them. We got them up on Facebook and stuff. Any questions, just send me a comment. I'll get you the link. But we got them posted. It'll be up till the 22nd of January.
This is no good. You know I love looking at myself at the studio. I can't see myself because I'm in the corner. Now I got a perfect view of what I'm looking at. I don't hate what I see.
I was about to go throw a hat on.
That's what I did.
Yeah, I just came out of the shower. It's looking nice, thick.
Turn that up, yeah.
You know, R.I.P. Danny Tanner, Bob Saget. That's crazy.
Dude, I watched a comedy thing of his. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he was a funny dude, man. He was obviously Danny Tanner on Full House, Full House was great. That was TGIF. That was a major Friday night. That Family Matters, Step by Step, major fucking shows back in the day.
Dude, I heard his stand-up stunk. Not the
Saget.
R.I.P. Bob Saget, but I heard people like just recently went to his stand-up, like, yeah, it wasn't that great. His humor was a little different.
He's 60. He was 65. Shit's gonna change. 65 is kind of old to still be going at it like that.
He was just kind of raw.
I seen him about 10. I watched a thing that was like 10 years old.
Like really,
he was funny.
Vulgar stuff.
Yeah,
that was like his shock value when everybody found out that he was like a lunatic and not really Danny Tanner. Like that was a major selling point for him for a long time. I mean, he did the couple stints on Entourage that were great, where he was a major creep. America's Funniest Home Videos.
Dude, he came out in Half Baked. That was like the big
Half Baked.
Half Baked.
Yeah.
The thing about Half Baked is like you didn't know that was. You just figured that was like Chappelle and like those dudes hiring Bob Saget to say crazy shit. At that point, you still didn't know Bob Saget was a lunatic.
No.
So
you're right. I never knew
he still looked pretty good for 65.
He did. They said there was no drugs involved or anything like that. It just, you know what I mean, dropped dead. We'll see what the autopsy comes back and says. But 65, that's that age where fucking anything could happen at that point.
Yeah, your heart could stop just for no reason. Not for no reason, but for a long life. Long life.
Yeah, right.
That ticker just quits working.
I mean, America's Funniest Home Videos. That was a great show. How I Met Your Mother. He narrated that. I could still watch America's Funniest Home Videos.
I haven't seen, dude. That was like that was a big Sunday thing for the Rosado household.
Fuck yeah,
that was like definitely part of the lineup.
I would much rather watch America's Funniest Home Videos 1,000 episodes than watch fucking 10 minutes of ridiculousness.
I see, like once ridiculousness gets to the videos, I like it. You know what I mean? I like the funny. I could watch funny videos all day. But like, dude, like Leanie hates the fucking intro song so bad, and like now I hate it just because like she brought it to my attention how annoying it really fucking is. And like Deer Deck, he's getting a little weird too. I didn't know he's been popping up on podcasts, getting a little strange. But yeah, no, if I had gun to my head, I'm definitely taking America's Funniest Home Videos. I think Carlton hosts it now.
Does he?
Yeah,
Carlton.
I'll still watch it.
It's still going. Yeah, it was actually on the like last night when I was like flipping through.
There's got to be better videos now too, because everybody's like videoing everything. Like
for
before,
sure. Yeah,
like,
that's what I mean.
Your kid going down the road, getting busted up on a slide, like that was funny.
It was crazy. There was that many videos out there back then, but I mean, camcorders were a big thing.
Yeah.
Well, it was like rich people had camcorders, like poor people didn't. That was just like I knew like 3 people in Greenfield that had a camcorder.
Yeah, people that was like something like you would like one person in your family had a camcorder and you told them to bring it to everything. Like make sure you bring your camcorder.
Yeah.
So we could feel little Jackie open up his Christmas presents. And like I was cute as hell. I'm glad they captured those moments. But yeah, Bob Saget, that was he was a great TV dad. Who's your top TV dad? If you had
Al Bundy.
Bundy's a great answer.
Yeah.
Bundy's a great answer. Uncle Phil, obviously.
Yeah.
Dan Connor popped to mind. I love Dan Connor.
Remember Bob Euchre? Was that Alf?
What?
Was Bob
Yeah. Yeah. He was the
Alf?
grandpap on Elf.
Was he the grandpap? All right.
Yeah.
Bob Euchre was the grandpap on Elf?
Am I getting my shows mixed up?
Euchre was on Belvedere.
What was he on?
Euchre was Mr. Belvedere?
He was the dad on Mr. Belvedere.
We're back to Mr. Belvedere again.
Are you sure about that, Todd?
Surely put it back in my head.
Yeah, I just Googled it.
I think he's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Google would know. Google would know. Yeah, but Dan Connor was a good one. The guy from Step by Step, he was a good one. I don't really remember his name though. Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of good TV dads. You see they're redoing the French Prince?
George Costanza's dad was the best.
Yeah, they're great dads.
Ben Stiller, he was now he wasn't like your fucking regular little kid, and then he was the adult. But I mean, as a dad, Ben Stiller's hilarious.
And then you could also say Carrie's dad, same guy, in King of Queens. He makes the whole fucking show.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a character.
That's a good answer too. Yeah, there's a lot of good dads out there. You see they're redoing the Fresh Prince, but they're making it like a dark 90210. Like Carlton's like he's like a bully fucking lacrosse player and shit like that. I think it's out right now. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard people like talking about it on the
Wait, Carlton is in high school.
Yeah, I mean they're restarting. It's not really Carlton; it's younger kids playing on them, obviously. But
who's the new Fresh Prince?
I honestly don't know.
Drake.
Old Drizzy. I don't know how much money. Old Drizzy would be a great Fresh Prince. But yeah, they're making that a weird show. So yeah, it was famous people are dying right now. It's tough out there for them.
Yeah. I think famous people are always dying.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Pittsburgh Steelers Super Bowl run back on.
Yeah, I mean, dude, where do we even start? I guess we start Sunday at 1:00 is where we start the topic at.
Sunday 1:00. Old Moneyline Welsh fires up the old FanDuel account, throws in a Moneyline parlay. Steelers, Jacksonville. Jacksonville was +700, which was insane. So like that one, that was that was 100 to win. I forget what it was, but it was a nice hit.
It was like 1,500.
19. It was like 1,900, I think. And then then the other one was 1,400. Yeah, Moneyline was moneylining the shit out of everything this weekend and cracking shit. Z-Bar was also cracking shit. We're like, I don't know, Greenfield's finest bets. Might have to change the theme of this pod.
Yeah, dude, it's like Moneyline got all the Moneyline bets, and I got the baby parlays. I'll make you a millionaire with $7.
Yep.
I ended up winning. It was 2,100. And my biggest bet was, I think it was a $50 bet, but most of them were $20 bets.
Yeah,
like 18 parlays.
Yeah, I won 3,400 off $100 parlays.
That's crazy. I mean, that's a great weekend. It was But back to like the fucking Steeler game, where were you into that when you were watching the Steeler game? Like, how did you think it was? Like, did you feel confident in the Steeler win, or like where were you at? Like, let me know.
It looked like the same shitty team that's been playing 17 weeks this year.
Yeah,
and they squeaked one out.
When Latavius Murray's ripping off 25 yards a run, you never think it's going to go your way, but it did.
Do you think that when, like, obviously Tomlin's getting fed shit in his ear, like, listen, fucking Jacksonville's going to win. Like, we got to do something. And fucking Najee goes back in the game. His, like, arm was like it looked like it fell off in the first quarter.
You got to get out there and play. I mean, that's
Najee's a
I thought he
animal.
dislocated that elbow.
Yeah. It was weird looking. I mean, that score was up
on the whole time. The score was
for sure.
They knew what it was, but they still weren't playing great. But like the weather was bad, and Baltimore's offense would hit you, but then it really couldn't get that much going.
It was a big bend don't break day for the defense.
Yeah.
Them not giving TJ Watt that sack is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, he should have had that at the beginning of the game. How was that?
Yeah, he should get a half sack for that and have the record. They said they're going to review it, so he might get it.
Well, you know what the thing is, too? That was Baltimore I mean, the home team does the statistics, don't they?
Right. Yeah, I think so.
If that was in Pittsburgh, he would have got the sack.
He would have got 2 sacks for that.
Yeah.
Right. So dude stumbled, he picked it back up. He could have picked it up and threw it. He was behind the line of scrimmage. It just doesn't make any sense.
So we make it through that game, and we're like,
well, I mean, you got to bring up the fucking play that Minka Fitzpatrick made saved the whole entire season. I can't believe that dude didn't catch that.
Dude, he should have caught it.
He should have caught it.
Dude, Hollywood Brown dropped one in the end zone too, and Baltimore had to settle for a field goal. Hollywood Brown had a shit game.
Yeah,
he did. Chris Boswell, unbelievable. Right. He's automatic, dude.
The big play to me was that 4th down Ray McLeod catch, like when he falling backwards.
That was the softest throw I've ever seen in my life.
I know, but Ray
such a little lollipop throw.
It's called touch, John. Put touch on it.
He threw like a knuckleball at him, dude. I don't even think it spun.
Well, Ray fucking is known to drop something, so you gotta get in there soft roll, Ray.
Gently pepper that in there.
But I mean, that game was fucking great. So everyone on social media is going nuts because we're in Pittsburgh. All our friends are. It's just Steelers this, and then reality sets in. Like, what about if they tie? And people were like, "Oh, they're not going to tie." I was watching this thing all day. I bet on the tie just a little bit, but at one point it was $2,400, which is low for a tie.
Oh.
And then it went all the way down to $1,100 on DraftKings. And I'm like, dude, something's up, man. That's a huge drop off. And then at some point, they wouldn't even take the tie bets anymore.
I couldn't get a tie bet in on FanDuel. I tried. They didn't even have it up.
Yeah, on DraftKings, it stopped at a certain point. It was driving me nuts.
But how about Jacksonville not even making that, just blowing them out, dude?
Yeah.
That wasn't even – you didn't even have to worry about that game.
Yeah, they hit them hard in the whole game. They just beat the shit out of them.
Even when the Colts they were stopping them 4th and 2 and shit. Carson
They stopped them on 4th and 1 on the goal line on 2 different occasions.
Right.
With the number 1 running back in the league. I mean, dude, they went out there and fucking played, dude.
Dude, what's up with Tom? That's the happiest I've ever seen Mike Tomlin.
Tomlin dancing on Instagram, walk in your trap, take over your trap. That ain't Mike. He usually he was pumped though. I mean, I was fired. Everybody was fired up. I mean, I was winning a ton of money.
That's a rough season, dude. That was a rough, ugly season. And to get it to end like that, and you got a shot at, I mean, he definitely at that point was we're definitely going to playoffs. There's no way this team is tying.
So let's go to that.
Yeah.
So we're all everyone's watching that game. It's a fucking battle, dude. At one point, there's a 12-point difference. So everyone kind of tunes it out. It's 12 points now. How the fuck's it going to end in a tie? Next thing you know, they kick a field goal. They're up by 15. Then you're like, wait a minute. They come down. And that drive at the end of the 4th quarter where Herbert, I mean, dude, he's pulling shit out of his eye. He's just firing away. And it goes to overtime. At that point, I'm like, dude. I mean, what were your instincts? I'm like, dude, this is going to be a fucking tie.
So I was watching a Brittany Murphy documentary because I turned it off. I figured I was like,
what is with you and her, dude?
I'm down to check in on her. But it's a wild documentary. If you got some time, check it out. But anyway, so it didn't look like it was going to tie. I watched the first half, then I was like, I've been watching football all day. Let me switch it up. I'm trying to go to sleep. And then I went on Twitter, and Twitter was going bananas. So I popped back up, came back in the game room, fired it up, and watched it. And that timeout is the worst timeout in the history of timeouts forever. The Chris Webber timeout was bad, but like, dude, that was a moment of panic. That was a moment of that was just a pure mistake. This timeout was a strategy move. It was a strategic move to try to get the ball back, piss the Raiders off. They throw that fucking ball. They get in field goal range. They kick the field goal with 2 seconds left.
I don't think he was going to get the ball back, dude. I really don't. I know.
Why stop the clock?
He would have never had the time.
Why stop the clock?
Because maybe he did want to get like just run defenders in there because he knew the Raiders were no way throwing that ball.
But here's the thing.
And then they broke the big one. Like Oakland still wouldn't have kicked that. Oakland was kicking that ball if they were in field goal range, no matter what.
No, they weren't. They were running. They were running. They were going to run the ball. They weren't going to run the ball aggressively. Like they were running dives and they were going to run it out. You could see it in their body language. They were going to run out. Dude said, like, you read the lips after the game, like it was all over the place.
The long snapper.
Yeah, dude, they were going to.
The coach was like, if we popped one, he was like, he would have ran it. If they didn't get the yards, they didn't get the yards.
Sure, if you pop one, but you're gonna pop. You could pop one from the 50, but
that changed everything.
Dude, you don't stop that clock. No fucking way you stop that.
Stopped it. No, but that dude, like, dudes that are getting jobs in the NFL are like almost too smart for their job. They analyze the game like too much. And like, dude, but when he went for it on like 4th and long and like or 4th and 1 in like his own end, like, dude's kind of nutty.
Analytics is getting a little goofy.
Analytics, yeah.
What I mean, the thing was, like, here's the way I looked at it. I thought when they ran him 2 dives straight up the middle, got stopped. I'm like, dude, it's over. He calls the timeout. The only thing the reason I'm thinking he could have did that is because he wanted to try to make them punt. And like, I get it. He's saying, "Oh, I wanted to stop the run," but dude, you just seen their last 2 run plays. They're not calling a timeout. The clock's gonna run out.
They're gonna run out. They both were gonna walk into the playoffs. It was the worst timeout in the history of timeouts. John, I can't believe you could
visibly see their coach, the Raiders coach, the camera.
I wouldn't have called the timeout. I think the Chris Webber's way worse. I watched that one live. Chris Webber.
I mean, so did I. I think this one's way worse than the Weber. I think it's way worse. I think Weber was just all caught up in the moment. Don't get me wrong, the Weber timeout. It's a horrible timeout.
And he basically gave the game to North Carolina. The national championship. That was a championship game.
This was to get in the playoffs.
That ain't a national championship game.
It ain't, but the NFL is a lot bigger than college basketball.
It is, but still, I'm still saying.
Them dudes hate him.
His team hates him. Who?
His team fucking hates him now. There's no way them dudes are like. I mean,
I would love to would have been a part of the LA Charger media, be a fly on that wall and just see how that went. I tried to, like, after the game, I tried to, like, catch a press conference. I still haven't seen anything, but I haven't been watching much. I've been kind of busy with work. But like, has he came out and defended this time out yet?
Yes. He said
he wanted to get his best run defense package in the game.
No, I'm not.
They were going to run.
The thing. Yeah, dude, he said that, and like, I get what he's saying, but like, dude, they were visibly giving up. They were like, "Hey, get the ball to midfield. Let's just end the game," and it was obvious. He wanted to make – I get it, but my opinion is he wanted to make him punt to try to, like, fuck something up and get the win. And that's what you get for being a dick.
He looks like a little fucking weasel.
Yeah.
He got a weasel face. Did you
even if he wanted to put the run thing in, it's still not a good story. So I'm going with my theory.
He blew it. Yeah, everybody wants to – yeah.
When the other coach on the other side of the sideline is pretty much agreeing to tie – you take the tie and you walk into the playoffs. It was nuts, man. Twitter was insane. People were going crazy. It was fun. I haven't been pumped up for a Steeler day like that in a long time.
Dude, I was going to sleep like 2 a.m. from that.
Yeah, I was all jazzed up.
Yeah,
We were all up late. Everyone was texting.
I mean, because that game was supposed to be over, and Justin Herbert was just throwing darts.
Yeah,
to come back.
I would say that ranks up there with top 5 Steelers Sundays of my life.
Yeah, I mean, you put the money on top of it. It was a good day.
That's the big thing. But I mean, like, just like everyone. I mean, when's the last time that everyone was texting each other and calling each other? I mean, it was just a fucking.
Especially
great
for
Sunday.
as bad as this team is, to be that hyped up for like.
It's very rare that all.
I was emotionally invested in it.
For sure, and it's very rare your whole Twitter feed is on the same page.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was everybody was rooting, everybody in Pittsburgh at least.
Dude, the rest of the country definitely wanted that tie.
Oh, sure. No doubt. Why wouldn't you? You root for chaos.
Yeah. I mean, the Chargers probably the better team in the playoffs if they make it, but they didn't make it, so fuck them.
The Chargers do some damage in the playoffs if they get in.
Especially with Herbert, dude. They got a punch a chance with that dude.
He's a beast. Did you see Gronkowski needed one more catch for a mill? And fucking he went up to Brady like, hey, I need one more catch for the mill. Brady was like, no problem. They tried to take Brady out. Brady's like, you're not fucking taking me out. And he hit him for the catch. Gronk got the mill. It was great.
Maybe that little 5-yard out. Yeah, for
little 5-yard bullshit out. That's fucking $1 million.
Dude, AD was going after Tom Brady hard.
He was. Yeah. Well, AD's an idiot. He forgot there was another game.
Yeah, that's true. I can't believe no one else still brought that up to him.
He definitely forgot there was another game. There's not a doubt in my mind. Did you see him and Kanye are fucking running around town together now?
No.
Yeah, him and Kanye are running around town. Those are two motherfuckers that don't need to be around each other.
Them two ain't got nothing but time now.
Nothing but time. Kanye's like going on fake dates with celebrities, the celebrity chicks to make Kim K mad. Antonio Brown's fucking a nut. Yeah, that's what I heard. Fake date.
That chick's hot. She's a chick from Uncut Gems.
Yeah, fake. I think he's going on fake dates to piss off Kim K.
Yeah,
they filmed the whole thing. You know what I mean? They made sure every piece of footage got out on it. So he's sending Kim a message, which like I don't hate. You know what I mean? She's all over the internet with fucking Pete Davidson. So shoot back.
I think his shots they're more significant than hers. What's your guys' prediction this Sunday? What's your Steeler prediction? Give me a score.
24-17 Steelers.
I like it. Brazzado?
It's like 34-10. Kansas City's going to win.
You're a negative dude.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude,
dude, you don't feel like this is a team of destiny now? Dude, no. Ben's last ride? Fucking, dude, I think it's unbelievable.
Like the shittiest. No, I don't.
They're beating good teams. They're ready to go.
Okay, they're going to take down
reality. We need COVID-19 to take a trip to Patrick Mahomes' house.
Kansas City.
We need Jackson Mahomes to go out all weekend, dancing all over town and burn his brother.
Here's the good thing: it's when it's at home, he has to deal with his brother Jackson. So there's definitely a chance Jackson Mahomes could fucking do something to ruin this. Go out, get all tore up, get COVID, come back to see his brother, get him COVID, take out Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. They all go down.
I mean, something weird could happen, but I don't know, dude. Like they drew. I mean, they're the 7th seed. They deserve to draw like a hard team. Kansas City, they put it on them a couple weeks ago. I can't really see what's going to be different. Like maybe the Steelers get it all figured out this week. You know,
our middle linebackers are just bad, man.
Yeah,
because part of you thinks like if the defense plays crazy and they're getting to the quarterback, that like there could be a chance. But with the way the linebackers are playing, like I don't know what the fuck.
The linebackers are rough, but they're playing bend don't break. Dude, the offense is just like, dude, like it's hard to watch unless Najee gets going. They got a couple new linemen in there. Dude, they got some fucking rubes they picked up off the street playing.
They took like a drive up to Edinburgh or something and just start throwing giant dudes in the car. Like, come here, you corn-fed motherfucker. You're playing fucking for the Steelers this weekend.
Whoever 70 and 71 are, dude, they just
no one knows. They don't even know, dude. They grab a jersey off the fucking pile. Don't matter.
I mean, it would be great if the Steelers could like make a game out of it because I'm going to be up watching Sunday night. But
Yeah, it's the most Steelers
I keep
thing
hoping
ever.
they are looking to put it together. And each week, this offense just makes me want to change the channel.
Yeah,
during the game, this is so boring.
Well, yeah, Ben doesn't have any help. What are you gonna do? The most Steeler thing ever will be them to beat Kansas City and then go get drilled by whoever they play next.
Yeah,
yeah. Or
they'll
get down real big early, maybe make a comeback push, at the end. But
I just hope it ain't like a blowout in the first half. Get me into the third or fourth quarter.
I'm sure the NFL's hoping not too on their Sunday night 8:00 game, dude.
So they might be calling a lot of penalties in.
There you go.
Keep it close.
Yeah, that's true. What's the lines fucking 12 or 13 already, right?
12.5 right now is where it stands. It keeps
Pittsburgh
fluctuating.
Money line.
You taking the money line, Pittsburgh?
Yeah, why not?
That's probably
a little sprinkle never hurt.
Dude, what do you think about that national championship, dude? I felt like the refs were hosing my dogs a little bit last night.
That was a stressful game, man. If you had money on either team, it just wasn't a fun game to watch because nobody was there. There was not a point or time where you thought your bet was safe. It was that Stenson looked so bad, and then he pulled it out. He went on Good Morning America today. He drank all night and went on Good Morning America. He looks insane. He looked insane, but I mean, what are you gonna do? It's a college kid. It was cool. He started crying. You know what I mean? I feel like Georgia was the better team, even though they got drilled a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I thought they looked real good, and they finally just wore them down by the end of the third quarter. Then they just took over. But I mean, Bama's defense. I mean, they weren't really giving shit. They weren't giving him any time.
There were some big boys playing in that game.
Huge. They're the biggest dudes I've ever seen.
They were the biggest. They looked bigger than
came out for the coin toss was the biggest football player I've ever seen.
That dude's 0 for Georgia. How do you go about tackling that motherfucker?
He's 6, what'd they say, 6'7", 300 pounds?
They look bigger than NFL dudes.
Yeah. They definitely do. I'm thinking that almost everyone starting on both sides on that defensive offensive line are getting drafted. I mean, the way they looked.
Yeah, those lines are just enormous.
Well, dude, we're going to move on. You got the next topic, Jack? How Finland changing the lifestyle over there. They're only 4 days a week working in 6-hour days. No homelessness.
Sounds good to me. Why no homelessness?
Because if you need a home, they just give it to you. And then when they give it to you, you have to sign up for drug rehabilitation and go to mental health, do all mental health therapy, and you're allowed to keep your home. As long as you do that, you can keep your home, and then you become employed, and now you're a home, you have a place to live. But if you start fucking around, they're allowed to I think you could lose your citizenship if you don't abide by it.
I like those. Hey,
they're shipping you out.
We'll do everything you can. If you're still a dickhead, you got to go.
I'm not. I don't live there, but I'm just saying.
Saying
something about the citizenship.
Like that, you can't immigrate to. You just can't. They'll never let you immigrate there. So, you're talking about people that were born there. They'll throw out of the country if they don't get their shit together.
I'm not saying they're going to throw them out of the country, but I don't know. It was saying that they could lose their citizenship if they don't abide by the homelessness laws. If you're homeless and you don't do what they say, I think they can either incarcerate you or do something. You're fucked. You can't just sleep on the streets in LA. Everyone can't just go out there. They might have certain places for those people, but they said something about the citizenship. I think by that they mean you lose your right to vote, and you lose all your rights. You lose your rights to all benefits. I don't think they're going to ship you off to
Right.
I mean?
What other countries yeah, just give me them.
Fuck. I could tell you one. United States.
Norway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we take anybody.
Yeah, you can come on in, crazy pants. We got plenty of heroin over here.
For days, you could sleep wherever you want. It don't fucking matter.
Right.
Yeah, it's warm.
Nice little place down by the river.
Yeah, dude.
But working 24 hours a week is fantastic.
4 hours a day, or 4 days a week.
4 days a week, 6 hours a day. That's beautiful.
Yeah, they got it figured out over there. Their suicide rate is the lowest in the world. So if that don't speak to something.
Yeah, it's definitely better than what the fuck we got going on.
Yeah.
Work until you die.
Work until you die.
And then when you die, the government will come take whatever you got left.
Yep. And it's going to cost you $10,000.
So Jack, you sent me that thing, the Britney Spears pictures. Who released them pictures?
I have no idea where they came from, but I seen the game of all people put them up.
Yeah.
Up on his IG, which was weird. That Brit's wilding out, dude.
Did she send them to the game and the game was like, fuck it?
I think that they were like leaked and the game put them up because like you can't do that. If someone sends you nudes, you can't put them on Instagram. I forget what they call it, but it's fucking it's illegal now.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
you can't if someone sends you a nude and you post it, you're not allowed to do that.
But dude, those were, I'm like, yeah, like you said, we seen a little bit like leaking out earlier, but those were like way more. Away the pasties.
Take away you got nipples and beef.
Yeah, you do.
nipples and beef on the biggest pop star on the planet for years. That's insane.
Yeah.
Did you show where your kids in the room?
Somebody's lurking. Somebody's always lurking around here. I feel totally exposed.
You gotta warn me before I start talking about NMBs.
Nipples and beef.
I tried to clean it up as best as I could too.
Nah, it's all good. She wasn't paying attention.
Leanie's poking her head in here now too.
Is she?
Yeah. She's like, I hear him talking about nipples and beeves. I'm going. What's going on? We're talking about your girl Britney Spears.
That's my best friend.
Yeah, Leanie's team Britney big time.
Is she?
I'm sure. Who isn't?
Let her live her life.
But yeah, it's weird when the game's posting nakeds of Britney Spears on Instagram. Like, what the fuck's going on?
That was great.
He might have took Britney down. You never know.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, dude, she might have sent him then.
Who knows what she's falling into?
I think the game has a major list. Like he's always putting up those hammer shots on Instagram of him in like compression shorts. He got a dick the size of a telephone pole.
Does he?
Oh, dude, it's crazy.
He is the game.
For sure.
So we were talking about bets earlier. This dude hit this $1,000 bet. He won $20,000. But so Klay Thompson was making his first game back, and like Draymond Green was like injured, but he wanted to like start the game with him. So they set it up where it was like known to some people. They set it up that Draymond Green was going to come in the game, foul dude, and then go walk to the bench. So this dude bet the under on everything Draymond Green for $1,000 and won 20 fucking grand. So like that was like, I'm like, oh my God. Like if I followed the NBA and like knew that.
You have to figure that was someone that was at the game and saw Draymond warming up. Like there's no way in the world this dude's going to be able to play or try to warm up, and fucking went on their FanDuel like, oh man, they still have these Draymond prop bets up. Let me unload every dollar I could get in this account right now.
Right. And the dude, I mean, they might have.
He had to be at the game. He had to be at the game.
Yeah.
How else would you know that?
Yeah, that's true. Because they're not going to go tell everyone. Like, yeah.
Yeah, or a ball boy or some shit. You know what I mean? Who knows?
Yeah, but the dude hit that.
Someone was privy to some information that I would have loved to be privy to. I'm never privy to information when it comes to shit
no
like
inside information for you.
Never privy, John. Never. I gotta grind out money. I gotta grind out money line parlays like a fucking dickbag every week. I would love a guaranteed winner just one weekend. Kick up my feet and relax.
Like someone is from inside an organization just calls like, listen, we're not going to score any points this week. And you're like, thank God.
Just down First National,
like draining accounts. Right.
Dude, what about the Pope calling out pet owners saying that they're fucking for not having kids? He says they're selfish. Jack?
Yeah, what do you feel about that, Jack?
You want me to pull Paisley in here?
Where's Paisley at?
Fuck the Pope.
Here's my Paisley.
Hey, here she is. What's up, Josie?
All right, you can't be on the show. You didn't hear anything Jack said before, did you?
Look
Your mom
at look
was
at
okay with that.
look at this face. How could you not? How could you not want? How could you not want this face? Look at this. Look at that face. That's you. Look at that. I don't. The Pope's a nut. Like we have enough people. Don't we have a population problem?
Some people think we don't have enough people. We need more.
I thought we had too many. I thought that was the problem.
Elon Musk is saying we need more.
We need more people.
Start producing, Jack.
Oh man,
we got a whole other planet to take over. Who's going to go live there?
That's true. I did see their the first space hotel is going to open in it's not that 2025 or some shit like that.
That's like 3 years away.
It looks like build them quicker in space.
It looked like a giant Ferris wheel going in space. I'm going to let that thing go on a few cruises before I book my trip.
You think it got a pool and a casino in it and everything?
Dude, I can't even begin. You would think you would have to.
What would you do the whole time if there wasn't leisure activities?
I don't know, but you'd be floating around too, though, so you'd have to be strapped in. I don't know who knows what old Musk got up his sleeve.
It might not be as fun as it sounds.
Is there no gravity on Mars?
That's one of those things. He always says he's going to do shit, but he never really does much. But I guess he does go to space here and there. A space hotel Ferris wheel. That's insane. That's something I never thought I'd see in my lifetime. That's beyond Jetson shit. But yeah, the Pope. I mean, how many kids does the Pope have? That fucking fuck.
Tell him to break the chastity belt off.
You're fucking. You don't have any dogs either. You dickbag. Fucking. You're worried. How are you gonna bust people's balls about not having kids when you don't have any kids?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You're just shooting your loads in the toilet, fucking like a goof.
They should let priests get married. Dude, I think they do. And I know some denominations do. I think
it's just the Roman Catholics are the only ones who don't.
And those are the only ones where kids are getting molested.
Right. See, this is why I'm not going to be able to
relation with let them get married and then maybe they won't be all fucking bottled up.
This is where I'm not going to be able to run for council because I tell the Pope to go fuck himself.
I don't think he's too concerned with Greenfield's finance.
We need you, Jack. Them roads were a mess the other day.
Yeah, they were.
That's the only time I miss having Facebook is when there's snow and people lose their shit that their fucking street isn't plowed in the first 15 minutes of snow. I go on there and I gatekeep and I just fire back at people in the defense of Pittsburgh Public Works. People they get a little snow on their fucking on the road and they think it should be up immediately. Hey, you know what? You live on a fucking third string street, buddy. You're not going to see us for a day. We got to hit the primaries, then you got the secondaries. I mean, you got to get Greenfield Ave clear. It's just people just freak out.
My street
that's a great day for Facebook.
Snowing.
Yeah, pre-salt. That's a thing.
Pre-salt, dude. Then they came back an hour later once it started snowing. I appreciated it. I mean, who cares about Beechwood Boulevard? Get Pocono Street.
The weird thing was up in Squirrel Hill that they weren't fucking. Those streets are usually done. Most of
doesn't Corey live on Pocono?
He lives on Goodman. He's right behind us. Yeah,
super close.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't be mad at that. I don't know. Yeah, but dude, that day of the first snow when people lose their fucking marbles. Just think about the person you have to be, Turk, to fucking go on Facebook and go crazy about Pittsburgh Public Works.
Especially when Turk got to walk too. He walks probably.
Yeah, he walks to work and he'll lose his mind. I don't know if he lost his mind this winter yet, but he's usually good for one.
I think he did. I'm pretty sure he was taking pictures, sending them out.
He'll send some pictures of 311.
Oh man! All right, everybody. I think we're gonna take a real quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have more Greenfield's Finest podcast. Man, the other day I went to the hunting supply store and I got a cooter detector and it goes beep, beep, beep. And I'm driving through the south side. Next thing I know, that thing starts going off like crazy. Beep, 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 beep. It took me right into 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carlson Street. Man, that cooter detector's the best thing I ever bought. I ain't never seen so much cooter in my life. When I went in there, I couldn't believe my eyes. I never seen so much cooter. I went in there for the cooter, but then I looked at the menu, and the food was delicious. Some of the best barbecue in the burg. Not only that, they had every drink I could ever think of. So 12 Whiskey Barbecues filled with cooter, barbecue, and good drinks at 1222 East Carson Street. Make sure you stop down if you like cooter, barbecue, and drinks. 10-4. Hey, what's going on, everybody? You're probably looking outside your house right now, and it probably looks nice. Well, maybe it looks like shit. If it looks like shit, call 412-521-9045, Rosado & Sons Landscaping. And guess what? We just don't do landscaping. That's right, folks. Do you have some concrete outside? It's looking weathered. Maybe your back deck looks like shit. Are you sick and tired of looking outside and seeing shit? Well, did you know that Rosado & Sons also does pressure washing too and free quotes? So call 412-521-9045. It's very affordable and reliable. Make sure this summer get all your projects done and call Rosado & Sons 412-521-9045. Don't hesitate. You'll be late. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe & Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe & Sons, 412-421-6711, and make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh? Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm the host of Greenfield's Finest Podcast, Michael Z. Birds Idell, and I'm not joking around today because I'm looking for your sports cards, sports memorabilia, or silver coins. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or trade, please contact me at 724-732-1644. Maybe you have some old cards laying around, you don't know what to do with them. We'll come over your house, look at them, get them listed, and get some money in your pocket right away. 724-732-1644. No questions asked. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It looks like spring's right around the corner, and them construction projects are popping up. Well, make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Licensed, insured, fully bonded, and they've been around for over 65 years. Make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Get the job done right. If you're like me, I bet you have the same opinion. Are you sick and tired of smoking hot chicks and delicious chicken wings? Well, I know I am. So if you are too, make sure you stay away from bootleggers over in Oakland at 403 Semple Street. Because all it is delicious chicken wings, cheap drinks, and smoking hot bartenders. That's bootleggers at 403 Semple Street over in Oakland. Over and out. Are you in the market right now for buying a house? Maybe in the market for selling a house. Have you heard about Carlson and Associates Real Estate Services? If you haven't, maybe you should check them out. They're located right here locally in Pittsburgh at 106 South 18th Street in Southside. A lot of people think that they only service the Southside, but that's not true. They handle all the Pittsburgh area, and they also handle property management too. So if you're looking for a good real estate company that's locally owned and locally ran, call Carlson and Associates Real Estate Services at 412-431-1718. That's 412-431-1718. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Moneyline, who be Corn Dicking this week?
Do you got the list in front of you? You just want to go over it so we're not stepping on each other. It'd just be easier if you do it while we're doing like this.
The first one is the girl who we were talking about. I see it. The girl we were talking about a couple weeks ago selling her farts on 90 Day Fiance. She was making $50,000 a month. She stopped selling her farts now because she's having chest pains and shit like that.
Well, dude, I heard
about farting into a jar leads to that.
Well, she was just eating like beans and like protein
Yeah.
like shakes to produce all the farts. And she went to the doctor and was like, "Yeah, you got to eat more than that." You know what I mean? And it was just Fart City at her house, and she was. I mean, you're making $50,000 a week, which I find hard to believe.
Right.
But even if you're making $50,000 a month, even if you're making $50,000 a year,
yeah,
selling farts, like you figure, I don't know. I would lessen if there's such a demand for that. I would lessen the amount of farts I'm doing and put the price up. That's all.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, well, you're still gonna fart like regular amount of times. Why do you have to quit selling farts? Like, you still got farts on tap coming on, but just not as many. Or like, so
just hike the price up.
Right. Like, these farts are
farting like on an assembly line of like jars going by. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I picture, like the assembly line going down, her just like farting like in each one, like fucking over and over.
Yeah, her husband just underneath her butt cheeks. She just accidentally. She definitely shot a couple extra turds in each jar on accident once in a while.
That's extra. That's extra.
Yeah, that's big money. Yeah,
that's
a juicy wet one on the glass is a couple extra bucks.
Yes, the dudes are like, if you can fire a little shrapnel in there, I'll throw in a couple extra bucks.
Yeah, so if I'm her, I'm just taking a little break and then I'm just upping the price. That's all.
But, I don't get why. I mean, that's the thing she's known for, most talented. If she didn't fart in the jars, I wouldn't even know the fuck she is. So she shouldn't really stop doing it.
But she must have a heart attack.
No.
Yeah, milk the fuck.
Yeah.
Does she not know how hard it is to make money in a regular life? Like, fucking keep farting.
Keep farting in them jars. Or why even come out and say that? Why not get a little can of fart spray and fucking just fart spray the jars and say
there's more to these farts than I thought. The same thing. If you Google the fart process, they have to show video evidence of the farting.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
And they label the jars. You can't just they'll say like Jack ordered a fart. They'll fart in a thing, close it, write Jack on it, and send you the video.
Okay, that makes more sense because I figured that if you're creepy enough to like buy a fart,
that fart's verified.
You're creepy to you want it verified, but you're also creepy enough to know that it's not a real fart,
right?
Too. So like, I'm like, oh, this is the fart spray I jerk off to every day. I want the real thing.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Because if we think about it, we could just make up fake hot chicks, and we could fart in jars. You know what I mean?
Do you think they're saving these fart jars, like, or do you think it's just one big huff and they're busting their and keeping it moving? Like, what?
I don't know. I can imagine them taking a little whiff, like, and putting it in the freezer, letting it sit for a little bit. Like, because you don't want, if you just spent a fucking
X amount of money
on a fart, right? You want to make it last.
You want to get a couple.
You don't want it to be over with.
A couple rounds with that jar of farts.
Maybe poke a little tiny hole with a straw.
Yeah, just suck it right out.
Yeah, suck those farts. That's good.
Drill a hole in the mason jar and just do a one hitter of that fart.
It's like a bomb.
It'd be like a hit of crack.
Dude,
I just picture like a crackhead hopping a fart. Like,
I seen on a trend on TikTok is people farting into like their grandmother's like oxygen machine, and then like they fart into like the exhaust part, and it sucks it up, and then she would just hear "motherfucker." Fucking great.
That's so awful.
Dude, my TikTok is just like a 70% like fart jokes because I just watch those fart spray pranks all day long. It's good stuff.
So, dude, I don't know if we brought up on here before, but like the metaverse, where like everything's virtual reality, like we
stressing me out, dude.
Yeah, Jack sent me this video, and in the video, these dudes they're fucking plastic, like super plastic, like dolls, and like there's like people watching. The dudes like really ponded it in the metaverse.
It looked like it was at a porn convention.
Yeah,
it wasn't even like a good like rubber like good porn doll. It was just like
I see that.
It was just like an inner tube, and that dude, my man's stroke game was weird looking, dude. He was just
the Pope might want to worry about that.
Yeah, like maybe
people having sex
with
with dolls might be more of a problem.
Maybe the sexual predators are strapping goggles to their face and fucking in front of people with a plastic doll at a convention center. Maybe that's a bigger deal.
While his friend's like this holding a fart jar right up to his face, he's just fucking pounding away in the metaverse.
He's taking a whiff of fucking fart and getting after it.
Yeah. Dude.
Can you imagine? Like, say you're like in charge of the convention center, and like you get that call, like, hey, yeah, we want to do a convention at your space. Oh, what's it for? Like, it's for the metaverse where we're gonna be fucking plastic fucking dolls in front of everybody, bunch of weirdos for the weekend. Does that sound cool? As I'm saying this, Pittsburgh's fucking convention center agrees to have a bunch of grown adults dressed as furries come down and fuck all over downtown too. So I mean, I guess if you go to convention,
at least
center,
that's two
you'll take
adults.
anybody trying to have a convention. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, they're
happy
pissing
to
in.
have them.
They're pissing and shit everywhere. It's like,
Yeah, that's kind of gross. Too.
P&S and
what's
everywhere.
the metaverse have to do with this? What's the metaverse trying to like accomplish? Like,
John,
like,
I
you
can't
could like do anything.
John, if we don't have time to talk for me to try to explain the metaverse right now, it will stress me out. We'll be here for a day.
not the whole.
It's
metaverse,
something we gotta
but
work.
What's the metaverse have to do with this?
It's just a new way to bang. That's all. You're banging on the verse. You're not going to work. You're not. Dude, they're structuring this so no one has ever have to leave their house again.
And you can buy real estate in the metaverse. It's crazy. Like it's like people really like are living lives on this metaverse. Like people like
we have a friend that has real metaverse real estate already.
but it's good real estate in an imaginary place. So
yeah, it stresses me. It's like another thing we have to worry about. Fantastic. Like shit isn't. Right. I guess that's why they're making it though. It's so shitty here. If we're like make an alternate universe where you don't want to kill yourself every weekend.
So, dude, what about this Instagram model who's trying to sue Drake for putting hot sauce in the condom? I mean,
what a move by this guy.
Yeah.
I didn't think if this is true, I didn't think Drizzy had this in him.
Explain the story, Jack, so everyone knows what we're talking about.
I mean, it's a tale as old as time. When you're famous, I guess when you're banging like OnlyFans models and street hookers, fucking you use a condom, and when you do, you got to tie that condom up and throw it away. But that's not even like doing. Z-Bird, are you talking?
No.
Okay, the video is like behind right now. I got a weird video going on right now. But anyway, so pretty much Drake was banging a streetwalker, and he wore a condom, not in the condom. He went to the bathroom. The girl tried to drain the condom in her vag, tried to get knocked up, starts stinging like crazy. She's like, "Oh my god!" And she tells him what she did because she didn't know what was going on. Drake mixed the semen condom up with a little bit of sriracha. So she put a cum cocktail of sriracha and Drake nut right up her vag.
Because
I
apparently
can't begin to imagine what that feels. I can't begin to imagine what that feels like.
Because supposedly that kills the sperm. That's why they do it.
I don't think that. Yeah, maybe. I doubt that's true.
Right.
I just think that, hey, we're going to teach you a lesson here. You'll never do it again.
Right.
Teach you a lesson.
Get the word out there if you're going to try to catch Drake slipping. His cum's full of sriracha.
Do you think one of Drake's boys called him? It was like, listen, she's going to try to get pregnant. She's going to try to like and Drake's like, oh, I got something for this bitch. Because why else would he bring sriracha with him?
Well, I part of me thinks this isn't true. This is just Drake getting the word out there to like scare other like Instagram models to try to trap them and porn stars. But
that even work?
What do you mean?
Extracting the semen from the condom, then putting it in yourself.
I don't know.
Back from health class, from what I remember, is that shit like it's got a very short lifespan. If
it gets airborne, I think it's fucked.
In a condom for fucking 5 minutes, yeah, that's done.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how that works, but yeah, I don't. She figured it was worth a shot, which I really can't blame her. But I can't. I mean, if you ever like touch jalapenos and like touch the tip of your wiener or something like that, like that, that will get you going.
Or if you're eating hot wings and you're like, you go take a piss, you're like, oh.
Yeah. if you like jerk off with hot sauce or
Yeah,
something
so
like
she
that.
probably just took his thing inside out and just jammed it in there.
Yep.
What about old Kim Jong-Un saying his dad invented the burrito in 2011?
Well, he's not saying his dad invented the burrito. His dad invented the burrito in 2011. I thought I might have had a burrito pre-2011. Looks like I was wrong. I was eating something else. Because a burrito didn't come out till 2011. If that what Kim Jong says, I mean, he wouldn't make that up. He doesn't make things up.
No, he seems pretty reasonable.
Just like his dad's biography, he golfed like a 38 on a course, but he decided never to golf again.
But he was done. He broke every record. He didn't need to play anymore. Yeah, he had 11 holes in one.
Yeah, what a day! What a day! What a weird, strange thing to like come up with. Like, oh, the burrito. See, you're enjoying burrito there. My dad made that up back in 2011. 2011 was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's like some little kid shit. Like if you sleep over your friend's house, you know what I mean, and like, like their dad knows everything. You know what I mean,
like Davis.
Right.
You would have been
My dad did this. Your dad did this. Like, dude, I grew up with your dad, and your dad was a fucking moron. He's even a bigger moron.
Oh, dude. Brother in arms. The bus going back to college, dude.
This is a good heartfelt story. The old Bussy. Jerome, he's a great guy. Couldn't be a nicer guy. Just like wants to finish college, man. So one more semester. That'd be great. How cool that'd be. You're like in Notre Dame and like you just sit down and like the bus is next to you. I would definitely try to be boys with him. Be like, hey, dude, what's up?
He's getting coups. I mean, don't you think?
That's probably what he's doing it for.
Listen. He's just going to school, Z-Bird. The bus loves school. He's there to learn, and that's it. Let's leave it at that. We're not going to drag the bus's name. But the guy loves school. I wonder where he's living at. I just seen the video. I haven't seen a story on it yet. So I don't know. I think I forget where he lives and not like I forget where he lives. He doesn't live in Pittsburgh. I think he might live in Atlanta or something like that. Does he? I don't know.
That's
I know
where he's from.
Yeah, for some reason I want to say Atlanta. I think that might be where his wife's from. I could be completely wrong about that. But yeah, I don't know wherever he is, he's not commuting, so he's definitely like living on campus. That'd be sweet. If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it all the way.
Like Rodney Dangerfield.
Back to school. Yeah.
J.R. Smith.
Right. Yeah, I mean, JR's getting ready for his second golf season. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Good for him.
Dude, what about the police that saved that pilot that crashed the plane on the train tracks right before the train came and smashed him? That was crazy.
That's one of my big. For years, I thought that's how I was going to die. I was getting caught on the train tracks and dying. That dude, he was so fucked. So what kind of plane was that? I seen the video. I really couldn't tell. Was it one of those little small guys?
The Cessna, yeah, little plane.
Yeah. And then it would just, man, that's you would see like railroad tracks and be like, okay, cool, there's a big open space for me to land.
Yeah.
And then he wrecked it and he couldn't get himself out.
He like landed the plane and like apparently like he was immobile, but he got knocked the fuck out. So like they were like the police came and had to drag him out. Otherwise that train would have smashed him. You know what I mean? He'd have been dead. But like he got knocked out in the plane, but the plane didn't blow up or nothing, obviously. But like he did land it, but it was a rough landing. It was crazy. They dragged him out literally as they're dragging him out. The train's coming and hitting the plane. It's like a shit out of a movie.
I mean, it's great that they did that, but like, don't you think there's a good chance this dude was like meant to die? You know what I mean?
What's that movie called? Final
Destination. Yeah, like there's gonna be some butterfly effect that this guy fucks over like the whole nation because he didn't he didn't die in his plane crash, and then two, they sent a train to come get him, and he missed the train. Like that's, I don't know.
He's tripping down the steps soon.
Yeah, that's bad luck. If you're like, oh man, my plane ran out of gas, I had to emergency land it, and when you do, a train's fucking coming up your ass.
He's sneaking by the Grim Reaper.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm glad the guy made it, but like, I don't know if he
sounds like it.
Dude, what about Jack? You probably know who more internet people than I do. That dude John Reyes, is he famous?
I don't know if he was famous or not. I don't know who he is.
Okay, well, a guy named John Reyes posted about his wife after she worked a 12-hour shift at the hospital shoveling the driveway, and it like went viral.
Good.
That's what
Good.
they call him, King Reyes now.
Yeah, equality, man. This is what
It's what it looks like.
This is what it is.
Yep.
You work all day, you come home, you got to shovel the walk. It ain't gonna shovel itself.
and they were like, of course he didn't, because he was up late, and they showed his like previous Twitter was at like 3 a.m. He was watching tennis. I love it. Yeah,
you're up all night live tweeting a tennis match. You don't want to get up and shovel that walk.
Right.
You're already in the house. She got to get in it.
Dude, I'll tell you one thing. That was a big fucking driveway too.
Huge. Looked like she was shoveling a football field.
Dude, there's no way
this is real. It was a great tweet though. Good for him.
Yeah. What about the dude from Australia? He's nervous about asking his robot girlfriend to get married.
I didn't see this one.
Oh, well, I sent it to you. The dude, he's dating a robot, but it was like one of them sex robots, but the back of her head looks like an iPad. So like it takes in everything, and as time goes on, she like learns, like she talks more to him and interacts, and he takes her out in public, just like we've talked about before. These weirdos do this, and like when they come home from work, they have like conversations. And he was telling everybody he's nervous because it's getting to be that time where he thinks he wants to get married, but he doesn't know what she's going to say about his robot girlfriend.
I mean, can't he just program her to say yeah?
I'm sure he can, but I mean, like, it's
There's
just
a lot he could do here. The fact that this is even a question is the weird part.
It is just so fucking funny to me. This is in Australia, but it could definitely happen in America too.
Right. The Pope should be worried about this too.
Yeah. But I mean, like, it was
I'm
just
I'm going to send old Pope John. Who we got? What's the Pope's name?
I don't know.
It's always John something in my mind. Old Pope John Francis. We're going to send him an email like, shit, you need to be worried about it. Besides me not having kids, you fuck.
I can put this in there.
Yeah, you can. You better save it.
Gotta save it.
Yeah, gotta save it. Yeah,
but she gets the big gumball machine for next Christmas. She got a coin to put in it now.
Oh, nice. That's
big
good.
Gumballs. Yeah.
Big gumballs. It's something that needs to be. She got some time.
Yeah, you got time. Yeah, I got time to save up for that one. You can play with the shit you got this year, huh?
What about
dude,
that video?
The little penguin, fucking
Yeah,
man. Global warming is just taking over the world. A giant piece of ice is breaking off of the glacier, and like this penguin was like, he got a little off course. Him and his boys were making a move somewhere. He was being a little rebel. He was going a little left. A giant piece of the glacier breaks off, starts floating away. He gets on his high horse, paddling. He makes it last second, makes a jump, and just slides. The slide all the way down was the coolest shit ever.
yeah. That was pretty. That was a pretty cool.
That was a good video where you're just rooting, like everybody's just like, let's go.
No one's rooting against the penguin.
Nah, I seen somebody retweet it. Like, I'm ready to run through a fucking brick wall right now.
And then the last dude is the dude who his girlfriend. Well, first he ate a pregnancy test popsicle.
That's
was
fucking
like
disgusting, dude.
Yeah.
So
she put the fucking made a popsicle. The pregnancy test was the stick, but she's still pissed on it to see if she was pregnant. But then the dude eats the popsicle, and she's like taking like videos and like I just seen the picture version, and he gets to the end, and like you see his face, like what the fuck?
Why would you do that?
His face was just like, first off, I just ate a piss-sicle, and second, you're pregnant. Like, yeah, piss-sicle, and you're pregnant. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Like now I'm stuck for at least 18 years with a person that's gonna feed me a piss-sicle and film it.
Yeah, just to get a couple likes.
Yeah.
The comments they gave her the business. At least the
Did
dudes.
they?
Yeah, dudes were saying like I would have fucking left. Like he should have got up and pissed in her face. Someone said I would have left right there. Plan B. You know what I mean? Like it was just some fucked up shit.
Yeah, I mean, she deserves what she gets. That's gross. You can't do that. I mean, if a guy did that to a chick, it'd be a whole different fucking thing. Like
the most fucked up comment was, "What time does Planned Parenthood close?"
That's I was gonna say something very similar to that, and I pulled back.
All right, everybody. I think we're gonna take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna have more Greenfield's Finest podcast. Are you sick and tired of partying with the same old, and getting the old, boring results? Looking for something maybe different? You need to try Espolon Tequila. 2 shots for a good time, 3 shots you might go get a package, and 4 shots you and your friends are getting on a plane to Vegas. Espolon Tequila, the official tequila of Greenfield's Finest podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're sitting down right now and you're listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, you probably want to order a pizza. And if you do, make sure you order from Capizzuto's Pizza, the official pizza of the Greenfield's Finest podcast, located at 422 Greenfield Avenue, phone number 412-521-6570. Mention Greenfield's Finest podcast whenever you call. Oh, man, I don't know if you guys have ever felt like this, but I woke up this morning and my toilet's running. I can't get it to stop running. My water bill last month was double. I didn't know what to do. Thank goodness for Niscatch Plumbing. I called them, they were there right away and took care of the problem, and it didn't cost me hardly anything. They're registered master plumbers and fully insured. That's Niscatch Plumbing. Phone number 412-337-4047. 412-337-4047. Thank you, Niscatch Plumbing. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're like me, you probably have appliances in your house. TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, all types of stuff. That shit's going to break. And when it does, make sure you call Primetime Appliance, 412-896-1395. They deal with all insurance and warranty companies. They do all the work. All you have to do is call 412-896-1395. Primetime Appliance. Give them a call. I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to be packing boxes and moving stuff all the way around the tri-state area. I just don't got time for it. But I gotta move. What am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I found out about Miracle Movers. Fully bonded and insured, serving the Tri-County area. And they go long and short distance. I just found out they do commercial delivery too. That's Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620. 412-419-2620. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It looks like spring's right around the corner and them construction projects are popping up. Well, make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Licensed, insured, fully bonded, and they've been around for over 65 years. Make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Get the job done right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in the light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Hey, if you're looking for a fun night out in the South Side and you don't want to get punched in the face, check out Finn McCool's at 1501 Carlson Street. Go there, have a good time, and don't get punched in the face. Finn McCool's, 1501 Carlson Street, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into what's grinding my gears. Johnny, what's grinding them gears?
All right, dude. It's wintertime. It just snowed the other day. Like, I don't understand like the absolute laziness of some people to like to barely clean their windshields off at all before they went out and did this little bit of a snowstorm. You know what I mean? Like just use the wipers a little bit. It's barely defrosted, and they're out on these streets, on these covered streets.
It depends what time of morning it is. If you got to get to work, you got to get to work. But I was guilty of that when it was like when I worked for the city and I had to be at work ass crack early. But I was the only one on the road too, so like I could, I didn't really have to worry about it.
What would you do? You just you didn't like start your car early. You didn't think about cleaning it off. You just whatever the defrost got was good.
I had a 2001 Honda Accord, so there was no automatic start back then. Yeah, it was pretty much what I mean. Don't get me wrong. I have a little scraper, but like it's 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, got to be at work. So I mean, I did the best I could. I was also just rolling right down the hill. I lived in Greenfield in a.
Did you ever like drive the car where you could barely see out of the windshield? I'm assuming that.
Yeah. Yep.
That was you then. All right.
Yeah, I've done that. I don't do it. I mean, I don't do it, but like in a hurry, trying to like having to get to work. Yeah, I've definitely done it. It's tough. You can't see shit. You got to keep your head on a swivel. Got to keep your head on a swivel.
God, that heat kicks up and finally melts all that shit.
You know the roads aren't touched because it's your job to go clean the roads. So you know they're fucked. So I mean, it was what it was. You want your roads cleared. You worry about me driving with a little impaired vision.
In that case, I'd rather have the roads cleared, but it doesn't matter to me. I mean, I'll take what I can get.
When you clean your car, are you the guy that like cleans everything off, top, bottom, sides, fucking every inch of snow off your car?
Yeah. Like I just take a big broom and just start cleaning it off.
Yeah, I have a broom. I do a pretty decent job. I don't go crazy on the top. I could probably do a better job on the top of the car.
The best is when you're on the parkway and like an SUV just unloads like a big sheet cake of snow like right in front of your car.
Yeah. Or the top of an 18-wheeler just starts fucking the top of that shit starts flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets a little dicey.
I mean, I try to clean off like as much as I can just so like dude, I've had times where like I've hit the brake and that shit from the top comes and like comes down the windshield and like almost breaks like my wipers off.
Yeah, and you just hit the wipers and it fucking knocks it off.
Yeah, no big deal.
Listen, my wipers get fucked up in the winter. I need new wipers in the summertime because I'll squirt water, fucking with the ice, have it fucking going 1,000 miles per hour. But what are you gonna do? But now, I mean, I've had a newer car for the past few years, so now the automatic start's a game changer. It's a nice invention.
Yep.
Dude, so this is it. My cousin hit me with this one. So he went to get pizza this weekend. And he went to DeSalas, and like at DeSalas, like they just write names on.
Ruined my appendix. They owe me an appendix over there.
So if you've ever been in there, they just write the names on the box. You walk in, you just see your name. You're like, hey, that's mine, and you get your pizza. Well, he ordered one for Gene. He waits like 25 minutes, drives over, gets it, walks in. They're like, can we help you? He's like, yeah, I'm here to get the pizza for Gene. They're like, someone just took it. Gene just took it. They're like, Gene who? He's like, I don't know. They said that was their pizza. And my cousin was like, what a fucking dick bag. Like he looked up and seen Gene, didn't care what it was. Now the dude paid for it, whoever took it. Or chick.
Yeah, I guess
he just wanted a quick pizza. Get out.
Yeah, he like walked in like, I'm fucking starving. I'm Gene. So then my cousin had to wait for him to make his pizza, dude.
Yeah, they should probably tighten up that process over there at the South.
Well, yeah, they like felt bad about it. He wasn't even mad at them, but he's like, what a fucking dick you got to be to walk into a place and just take someone else's pizza. I'm like, it is pretty fucked up.
That is, job. Where's that? That's over in Homestead,
it's
right?
Right down, yeah, right on 8th Avenue.
They're not the ones that ruined my appendix. They used to have one in Southside that ruined my appendix. Took me down, man. First time I ever ate it. Next thing I know, the middle of the night, appendix goes bad.
What's it feel like when your appendix goes? I've always wondered.
It hurts like hell.
Just like
your stomach just hurts so bad. Yeah, it's brutal. It feels like you got to poop for a long time, and then once you realize you can't poop, the pain really starts, and the next thing you know, it's very similar to the
hospital.
It's very similar to the pain that I had with the diverticulitis. But if I would have had an appendix, I would have thought it was that. But I knew my appendix was gone, or at least that's what they told me in the hospital that they took it. Started making me think like Did they take this thing out? Because it hurts like hell right now.
They billed you for it. It's still in there.
It's still in there, rotting away.
It's like, man, you got a fucked up appendix. Like, they took it out 15 years ago. Like, they didn't, cuz.
No,
like, you must have 2 of them.
Yeah, that'd be my luck. Old double appendix Welsh.
What's grinding them gears, Jack?
I got a gear grinder. Dude, Instagram girls, like regular, I mean, just like any girl on Instagram, you always see like Instagram girls like, oh my God, report this fake page. There's a fake page. Someone started a fake. Dude, they love the fake page. I'm convinced these chicks are starting fake pages so they can post about the fake page.
So wait, who's the? Are they saying people are taking?
They're saying, yeah. They always like put it up on their story, like, please report. It's a fake page. Someone's using my pictures, and I'm like, if they're gonna pick all the people on the internet, they ain't picking you. There's a lot more picking I'd go from between fucking you. And it's just,
you're saying they're just making this up.
It grinds my gears. I think they make the fake page so they can be a part of the fake page team. Like, oh my God, like everybody wants to be me. Like, girls on the internet want to catfish with me. Like, if I was gonna catfish it, this I ain't starting here. I'll tell you that.
Oh, dude! Now that you say that, I've seen a few recently. It made me think, like, who the fuck would steal your pictures?
Nobody. It's made up.
I don't even look at them.
No, and like no one's reporting. No one cares that you have a fake page. No one's reporting anything for you. You just want to make it appear that you're hot enough for someone to start a fake page. Nobody's starting a fake page. I got news for you. And then you know what? Also, this kind of goes hand to hand with it. I hate when girls put up on Instagram their Instagram stories or their Instagram, like, "Oh my God, I love her so much. She's so pretty," and it's like a girl that kind of almost could maybe resemble them. You know what I mean? Like, they love doing it. Right. Yeah, it's like, dude, I know what you're trying to do here. You ain't her. You know what I mean? You have the same hair color. You both got a Kylie kit. That's the only two things I can put together with you two. So usually that girl and the fake page girl, usually they go hand in hand. Grinds my gears.
So, dude, before we go further, I forgot about this, but I have to tell this real quick story. So, a buddy of ours, some people listen to podcasts know him. His name's Schuster. He likes to have a couple cool beers now and then. Hits me up the other day early in the morning. He's like, "Hey, what's up, babe? I'm off work." He's like, "This went down Dick's. Looks like they gave me a $2,000 credit card." Woo! I'm like, "Oh, that's what's up." He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "But I wanted to get a crossbow. They didn't have them, so now I'm up in Cranberry trying to get a crossbow at this Dick's." So he like calls me later on in the day.
Wait a second. Let me stop you here. I got a question. What does Schuster want a crossbow for? For hunting purposes? Or like protection?
No. See, none of the above. The house behind him burnt down. So he has this big open lot now, and he wants to put targets up and shoot the crossbow. He likes to have a couple beers too. So he's up
did he get the crossbow?
So about 3:00, I get a phone call. He's like, "What are you doing, babe?" I'm like, "Nothing." He's like, "Come down here and shoot this crossbow." He's like, "I got a couple." I got a couple targets set up. He's like, "Dude, my one neighbor's down here from Oklahoma. He's kind of weird, but he's all right." He's like, "You come down here, we'll shoot it." I'm like, "Dude, I'm good. I'm gonna sit this one out." Like,
I can't believe you didn't go down there.
I was like, I was tired. I was like, man, it ain't gonna end well. You know what I mean? Dude's hammering beers all day. It's come down and like shoot this crossbow. I mean, dude, I don't know.
It's so funny that he said that Dick's gave me a $2,000 credit card. Like he was talking about a gift certificate. Maybe you got a gift certificate for Christmas.
Right.
You want to buy yourself a crossbow? Buy yourself a fucking crossbow. To go finance the crossbow, it's fucking insane.
Well, I'm like, dude, you would have never even bought the crossbow if he's like, I didn't even want the credit card. Once they gave it to me, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get a crossbow. He's like, that stupid bitch talked me into it. It's really her fault. I'm like, is there ever a chance Dix is going to see a dime for this crossbow? He's like, hee.
Zero. Dude, I wouldn't even, if someone said like, hey, like I want to get a crossbow, I don't think Dix would even cross my mind. I can't believe Dick sells crossbows.
Oh, Dick's got all kind of stuff.
The
dude,
one,
once you get into
the
hunting
Dicks in
department.
Homestead is probably the worst Dicks.
That's
Yeah,
true.
sure.
It is the worst Dick.
So what happened was he had to go all the way to another Dick's, and they didn't have it. They ended up in Cranberry, and that Dick's had it.
That's a great. Yeah, that's keep us updated on that.
I will.
Right. Watch the news. I'm sure you'll see something real soon.
So what, Jack? You want me to tell that story?
Yeah, if you got it.
Yeah. So all right, there's a girl. This is one of those "What should I do? Am I the asshole?" stories. 27-year-old female. Her father's 58 years old. They 4 years prior to this, her mother and dad, the mom and dad got divorced because the dad's gay. A couple months ago, she found out. Well, she didn't find all this out till a couple months ago that he was gay. That's why they got divorced. And she's on vacation at her in-laws' house, and her dad accidentally sends a text of him getting his penis sucked by his boyfriend. She opens it, and she said it was disheartening. It was kind of, she said, you don't want to watch your parents doing anything sexual. And then she said, like, I don't want to be mean to my dad about this. What should I do? And, like, she told her brother, like, I don't know, maybe just don't open up any of his videos. He said, like, I don't know. But that would be fucking, talk about it. I mean, a shocker. You're opening up the mail, and your dad's getting his cork sucked.
Yeah, are we talking like, is this like a professional like porno he was in, or is he just like, this is
homemade porno, and his male companion's like 22, the dad's 58, so he's like, yeah.
Oh, it's not good for business.
So like, I don't know.
I mean, that's what you're into. It no big deal, but like, you can't fuck up and send your kids that. You almost need a whole entire another phone for that light. Because you can't have that mistake happen.
And who are you even? Here's the thing with that. I wanted to know, like, just out of curiosity, who the fuck would you send that to anyway? I guess, like, your day buddies, like,
just send it back to them.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, check this out. Get my pipes cleaned.
Yeah, I was pining out a 22-year-old the other night. Check them out. I mean, I don't.
Risotto's kids come in the room at the worst time.
Yeah, let's end this podcast before Risotto's kids got to go to therapy.
You know what would Greenfield do?
No, we'll do it. We'll get it next week. I forgot about it.
All right, everybody. Have a great week. Stay safe. And remember, folks, Greenfield loves you. Go Steelers. And we're out.
Later.